What's going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we're back today with another video guide and playthrough for you. In today's video, we're going to be walking through Doom 2.9 utilizing a 218k Hydra mixture team with power armor. So with that being said, let's dive into our roster and I'll quickly show you guys how I did it, because I know with these nodes, not everyone is going to have Ebony Maw as a legendary, so that's why we've attempted to utilize these characters, especially with Baron Zemo and Red Skull being more accessible than obviously having Ebony Maw. With that being said, let's start in with the Hydra roster here. Baron Zemo, having at almost 57k with the 5 red. Got really lucky with those milestone events. As you can see, no T4s on his abilities, but I do have him at tier 12, as well as the level 4 Raider here for the ISO wave, just to give him the overall boost in statistics, as well as him having that increased damage when attacking old enemies. Next, it is going to be Red Skull here at almost 44k. And with Red Skull, no T4s on his abilities, but his tier level is tier 11 here. And you can see with the ISO 8, he's also got a level 3 skirmisher just to kind of synergize nicely with the Raider. They're going to have that increased damage, right? We don't have a striker on our team, but it's just nice for him to be able to kind of strip away those positive buffs if there's an opportunity to do so. And with Red Skull, he's going to be very key with his special to be able to summon those minions to help us and kind of divert attention from the waves. Next, we do have Crossbones leveraging and synergizing with Baron Zemo because of the fact that he actually gains an increased health percentage when Baron Zemo is an ally on the team. So I have him at almost 31k with the level 2 ISO 8 healer. As you can see, no T4s on his abilities, and I do only have him at tier 9. That's really all you need. You just need to be able to soak up damage, and I find even at this low of a level, when we're going through these nodes, there's going to be a little bit of a luck factor in RNG, so that's quite alright, but I'll show you guys how we can take most advantage of that. Last but not least, for the Hydra team, it is going to be Hydra Scientist, who I've used consistently in the previous nodes. With Hydra Scientist, I do love him because of the fact that he has a death proof, he has deflect. He's going to just increase our overall survivability with his additional healing. Don't have him too high, tier 10, almost 30k here with the level 2 ISO 8 healer as well, just to give us the overall boost in terms of healing. That covers it for the Hydra team, which now leaves actually our character that we're going to utilize in the power armor. With my previous videos, I have utilized Rescue as the character to be able to actually provide additional healing and protection. However, with this node, what we care more about is the fact that we have extra increased speed. With that being said, Falcon is my top recommendation for this because we want our operator on our team to gain the 4 turns to finish the round. So who can do a better job of that? It's going to be Falcon. Being able to utilize the special to fill up the speed bar by at least 25% or more, depending on if you T4 this ability. So absolutely huge. The big thing about Falcon is that he's got some nice DPS as well. You can see with him, I got him at 57k with the tier 12, so very formidable. He's almost the same level as Baron Zemo here as well. For his ISO 8, I do have the level 3 Raider just to have that increased damage against those vulnerable targets. That concludes my roster right now, you guys. With that being said, let's dive right into the gameplay. Personally, I always do like to put my guys that I want protected on the corners. So you can see there, I do have one of the minions there as well as Crossbones, especially with those two being the weaker members of my team. Falcon's in the middle, not a big deal, as well as Baron Zemo, and as well as Red Skull being in the back, just to kind of shoulder that, just to hide away from the potential that they might get attacked, right? But also, I don't mind them getting attacked just because they're not as weak as the guys I have in the corners there. So really, statistically, that's what I found to be helpful. But really keep in mind as well, you guys, this is definitely one of the more feasible nodes out of the next 3 cluster here because of this one. Despite unlocking Proxima Midnight, with this one, we only have to survive for 4 turns utilizing the operator that we have on our end. So really, we just have to stall and really make sure that we prevent any big attacks from these guys. So really, the two problematic issues is going to be those torches that you see on the top left there. That's exactly why I use Baron Zemo to apply his ultimate there to get his charge up and to increase that overall damage. As you can see from the get-go, I am going to summon the characters here with Red Skull special just to make sure that we have the opportunity to really kind of shoulder our team and provide them with some protection, especially since we don't have Ebony Maw in this node. And really, you want to take down the Doom minions as much as possible as well. So I didn't really finish off Torch there just yet, but go ahead now. Operator should be able to activate her turn. That's 1 out of 4. And now you can actually go ahead and just start resuming the attack. But just keep in mind, Doom, how he operates is the more clones he has, the more powerful his abilities become. So I did identify that, so that's why I actually did go ahead and attack them. Additionally, like I said, the torches are the priority for this initial wave. And keep in mind, again, you guys, we don't have to necessarily take down all the enemies here. Really, it's about surviving four turns with Operator being able to use her ability, and that's why we bring on Falcon, to really increase that up. So I like Crossbones because of the fact that his ultimate does actually take down the Doom minions as well. So it's kind of nice to see that the damage isn't specifically based on combat power. After those guys are wiped out, you're going to see that the next wave does spawn here. It has a couple of those Kree minions as well as Korath and another Drax, which does seem to be a little bit annoying, but you can see with this Noah, we also get a Thanos, so definitely utilize him if you can. He has the offense down that you saw, and I activated his taunt just to kind of take away some of the damage from our team. So this is really nice because you know, Red Skull can summon minions, but we also have Thanos protecting us. So I think it's definitely a straightforward node. It just takes a little bit of luck and RNG, but you can see right now I'm going to activate my abilities there. You really can't do much unless you have another character on your team to take away the taunt. So really just try to bide your time here, wait out the taunt, and once Drax's taunt is gone, we can actually go ahead and start resuming taking down the Doom clones, and really just making sure that we get our turn to utilize our Operator. So now that the taunt's off, you can see I'm not a fan of Graviton. He's got a stun and slow, so we do go ahead and finish off Graviton. That's who I would recommend. But you can see as each turn goes by, Doom does get more clones, and that's why we do actually have to start focusing on them again. Keep in mind as well, these cyborgs and minions, they're not really a big deal. It's really the Doom clones that we do have to focus on and finishing off. So especially with them being quite squishy, I missed my target there, unfortunately. So you see now we're back into this taunt game where we have to wait. But fortunately, it's already been actually, I believe, 2 turns here, and then now we just really have to wait out another 2 turns. So definitely feasible. The only downside, however, if you want to get the 3-star unlock, it's really just being able to really be able to stay alive, as well as making sure that your team has the turns and abilities ready to go. So fortunately, with our scientist guy in the corner there, he has charges with Red Skull. So as long as Red Skull has those charges, he can still be revived, which is good. And you can see once again now, you should be able to get another chance to summon more minions, which we do Red Skull. And now with Operator, it is 3 turns, so that's beautiful. So 1 more turn to go. But really at this point, this is where it gets a little bit more risky, because you can see our guys are getting quite weak, and we do have to focus down on taking those Doom clones out, because otherwise his damage is just going to scale. So we go ahead and do that. And then really, if you get another chance to use Falcon, his special, definitely do so. Unfortunately, both Falcon and my Crossbones is getting quite weak, and those are the ones I would need to be wary of, right? Crossbones is nice because he does get a death proof, but unfortunately mine is just a little squishy. So if you guys need to boost him up, raise his gear level, definitely go ahead and do so. But as you can see there, fortunately I was able to go ahead and actually get the 4 turns there, and I didn't realize my Baron Zemo went down. So you know, that was just a little bad luck on our side. But you can see there right now that fortunately that was the 2-star, so it just takes a little bit of luck. You can see it wasn't too bad, but I hope this video was able to help you guys with using a Hydra team for these approaches. Thank you as always, and I'll see you in the next one.